Hey people, my name is Coach Simmons. Do me a favor, give me a like, share, and subscribe. Put notifications on. We cover all college football at this table with an emphasis on HBCUs. But when some things are so big, we got to dig into it. And I want to also leave at the very end of this discussion, so you got to wait for it, a question that you must ask yourself. So, big news. The Big Ten has banned Michigan's Jim Harbaugh from sideline for the remainder of the season. According to SportsIllustrated.com. And I mean, Michigan did everything it could to keep the Big Ten and Tom Petty off his tail. But Friday, first reported by Pete Thamel, Big Ten Conference is handing Jim Harbaugh a 3-game suspension that carries out to the end and conclusion of the regular season. The Big Ten disciplined Harbaugh for in-person scouting and an ongoing sign-stealing investigation. While the Big Ten has ruled Harbaugh out for Penn State, Maryland, and Ohio State, the conference said he could coach during the week and carry on day-to-day routines. So, the NCAA investigation into the football program for alleged illegal sign stealing is still ongoing. But the Big Ten clearly thinks it already has had enough evidence to act before the investigation is complete. Connor Stallones, a low-level staffer who resigned from the program, reportedly bought tickets to 30 games in his own name and transferred tickets to others who would attend games and record future Michigan opponents' signs and signals. While the NCAA has told the Big Ten as of now, there is no connection between the Stallions and what Stallions did and Harbaugh being involved. The conference ultimately decided to suspend Michigan head coach. On Wednesday, they sent a 10-page letter to the Big Ten stating its case, waiting for due process. There are also 11 state of Michigan lawmakers who sent a letter to Petty urging the patience and waiting for due process. But while Harbaugh suspended, it's apparent University of Michigan is going to fight suspension through any legal means available. It is not out of the realm of possibility he still coaches Saturday against Penn State. Wow. I mean, if you go into the tabloids, of course, some of the most famous people, like Tom Brady, Ben McCartney, cornerbacks Mike Sherinsky, Joe Wallace, guards Trevor Keegan, basically, how I put this nicely? I'll put their support behind Jim Harbaugh. And I have to ask you a question. What is he accused of doing? Accused of having people go to games and scout other teams. Apparently that's against the rules in the Big 12, or Big 10, Big 45. How many teams they got now? Also, sign stealing. People, there's a reason why they have those signs. Because if they didn't have the signs, coaches would just pick up on what they're calling. So apparently they want them to stop trying to interpret the signs. No more in-person scouting. No more coercion or threatening or whatever they were doing. All that's good and dandy. But the problem is the precedent the Big Ten is setting. If a conference can come over here and threaten and suspend your coach for actions that the NCAA itself say don't exist, if a conference can suspend an organization within the conference for something that is not a violation by that person, where does it stop? You have teams who have gone on 27-year losing streaks. Can the conference suspend their coach, fire the AD, fire the president? So all these schools that are just flying by, scooting by the lower level conferences, I'm talking about the ULMs, hell, Northwestern, hell, Mississippi Valley State. These schools should be watching what goes on with the Big Ten and Jim Harbaugh very carefully. Because if they get their way, the precedent is set that the conference can discipline the school and anybody in it as it sees fit. And here's the question I told y'all to watch out for. If you look online, you Google it, you look on the TVs, the main media, you notice who the Big Ten is lining up with, CBS and Fox. You know who they're not lined up with? ESPN, ABC, NBC. Who's pushing the narrative for the Big Ten to get rid of Jim Harbaugh? The SEC. Oh, I'm sorry, ESPN. I'm out.